Good day! Are we digitally ready? This is a question that teachers and learners are probably asking right now. With the advent of DepEd's Digital Rights Program, the Open Educational Resources, or OER, was woven together and finally realized. This project prioritizes the necessity to enhance the digital literacy skills of every teacher and learner in the country. Our OER mission is to connect the disconnected. OER is indeed an innovative initiative with a lofty aim to get disconnected schools and last-mile schools connected through ICT even without an internet connection.
It is designed to cater to the need of these schools for interactivity, digitalization, and delivery of 21st century skills that will ensure that every learner is future ready. Join us in another training workshop and learn more about open educational resources, whose primary purpose is to provide support and assistance to learners and teachers in this rapid advancement of technology. Our goal is to build and strengthen the capabilities of public and private teachers, school heads, and supervisors by teaching you to create and design interactive, localized, and contextualized instructional materials for teaching using basic, advanced, and proficiency software and tools. Surely, this will be another exciting and engaging webinar training workshop. Together, let's all rise amidst this crisis. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, para sa guro. Sulong, ito kalidad!
Magandang araw, Sir Wilbur po, at your service. Narito ang ETUlay upang gabayan ka sa inyong pag-aaral upang lubos na maunawaan ang iba't ibang paksa o subject. Ang ETUlay ay isang free online tutorial class na pinangungunahan ng DepEd Educational Technology Unit sa pamumuno ni Undersecretary Elaine Del P. Pascua. Ang programang ito ay hindi lamang para sa mga bata, kundi ito rin ay magsisilbing gabay sa mga magulang at mga guro kung paano nila ituturo o gagabayan sa bawat asignatura ang kanilang mga anak o mga estudyante. Sa kasalukuyan, ang self-learning module mula sa rehiyon ng Calabarzon at kilala sa tawag na pivot ang ginagamit sa ating ETUlay online class. Kaya ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Ihanda na ang inyong mga ballpen o lapis, papel o kwaderno at samahan kaming itulay ang pagkatuto para sa bawat batang Pilipino. Sama-sama tayong magtutulungan para malampasan ang mga hamon sa panahong ito. Halina't matuto kasama ang inyong online tutor sa oras na ito.
Ayan, okay na ba? Naririnig na ba ako? Okay. Okay, ulitin natin. So, maraming salamat sa panonood. Watch and learn tayo. Here we go again in our Edtech ETUlay tutorial. This is Miss Sheila May Malasido, your tutor Sheila. for today's Business Ethics every Business Friday. Okay. Mhm. So, bago tayo mag-start, shout out muna tayo. Shout out muna tayo kay Patty Margaret Calores Catabay from STO Manila. Okay. And then, kay Crescencia Edith, and then kay Merly Suarez, and then Sally Miranda. Okay, so, start na tayo. Okay. So, we are in the week, and in the quarter 3, week 4 of our, which is classical philosophies and their implication to business. Okay. So, every Friday po tayo, no? From 11 o'clock to 11:30, this is your tutor, Sheila. So, before we start, let's have the objective for today's tutorial. Illustrate how these philosophies are reflected into business practice. Okay. So, let's start with the classical philosophers or the philosophers. We have the Socrates, we have Plato, we have Aristotle, and Confucius, and as well Immanuel Kant. Let's start with Socrates. Okay. So according to Socrates, we have the Socratic method. What is the Socratic method? It's as well the bread fly at the marketplace wherein the Socratic method is a form of cooperative argumentative dialogue between individuals based on asking and answering questions to stimulate critical thinking and to draw out ideas and underlying presuppositions. Okay, so according to Socrates, ano yung kanyang philosophy? The unexamined life is not worth living. So this statement, Socrates only means that an unexamined human life is deprived of the meaning and purpose of existence. So to become fully human means to use our highly developed faculty of thought to raise our existence above that or mere beast. For if we don't think, we are no more than animals, simply eating, sleeping, working, and procreating. So, kailangan daw examine natin, literally, examine life is not, unexamined life is not worth living. If we should reflect on our lives, ito ba ay may purpose? No? Ayan, may purpose ba? Yung bakit nandito tayo, no? Ano ba yung goal natin? Ano ba yung ating purpose in life? If we could relate it to business as an entrepreneur, we could ask why are we here? Why do we exist as an organization? So, we have founders. The founders of the organization who clearly defines the values, goals, and concepts for their company, set a clear direction for the organization. By constantly questioning our belief, we reach clarity of purpose. Clarity of purpose leads to a shared accountability. That is why in every company or in every organization, meron tayong tinatawag na mission and vision and goals, di ba? So, yung mga empleyado natin, we clearly emphasize to them what is the mission, vision, and goals of the company or the organization para meron lang iisang direction, no? Kumbaga, yun ang purpose kung bakit nag-exist yung company. So, meaning to say, or yung organization, So kung ang lahat ay may pare-pareho na tag dito na what do you call that na iyon ang kanyang principles o kaya yung we imbibe with the vision and mission and goals of the company. So meaning to say, may isa tayong direction. We are, and everyone is accountable. No? Paano magiging accountable? By means of doing effectively and efficiently the work. No? Yung work, yung roles and responsibilities ng bawat isa. Okay, next. We have Plato. Okay. Okay. So, according to Plato, good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws. So, or another philosophy would state this way, being good is by doing good. When you do good, you act responsibly. You are aware of the right and the wrong. Okay? You could recognize that your actions have consequences. You are aware of the rights of others and act in ways that are consistent with the way they would like to be treated. This is the essence of the golden rule. So good people think with their head and act in concert with their heart. And they apply the knowledge and wisdom gained through a lifetime of experiences. So good people are honest, trustworthy, fair-minded, and empathetic towards others. Good people accept responsibility for the consequences of their actions and strive to improve their behavior throughout their lifetime. So that is being good. So by this, if we will relate this in business, so people in the organization should live with the good values. Di ba meron tayong values na pinapractice sa loob ng organization? Every employee should imbibe with those values, the honesty, the excellence, the integrity, and so others yung pagiging trustworthy. Ayan. Okay, hi, Rocky Espejon Castillo. Okay. So, good people sometimes do bad in the workplace. Pero hindi ibig sabihin na sinasabi natin tag dito bad means bad talaga, bad people. Instead, circumstances may arise when they feel pressured by superiors to deviate from ethical standards. Okay? So sometimes, merong pagkakataon na kailangan kasi 'di ba meron tayong code of ethics sa bawat organization, no? So, okay. Pero itong code of ethics dapat sinusunod 'yan sa base ng company, okay? O ng bawat mga empleyado. Not just yung mga empleyado, pati yung mga nasa top management. Okay. We all know that everyone has their own principles and philosophies, and everyone has a different views on what is right and what is wrong. Okay? But as people in the organization, we should live with the mission, vision, and goals of the organization and practice the values of the system. So by that, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, may isang direction tayo. Okay? So that is Plato. Good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly. Kasi innate na yun eh. Okay? While bad people will find way around the laws. Next tayo is Aristotle. Yeah. According to Aristotle, happiness is the meaning and the purpose of life. The whole aim and end of human existence. Okay. So, pag sinabi natin happiness, happiness in the ethics is translation of the Greek term eudaimonia, which carries connotations of success and fulfillment. We have different views on what happiness is. Merong happiness in terms of tangible things, no? Merong happiness in terms of success in life. Merong happiness in terms of fulfillment. Pero ano bang fulfillment yon? Aristotle does not say that we should aim at happiness, but rather that we do aim at happiness. His goal in ethics is not to tell us what we ought to live happy, successful lives, but to tell us that life consists of. Okay? So, people view of happiness does not merely means happiness because people are generally lack of virtues. Virtue is a disposition to behave in the right manner. Okay. If we could relate it in business, Aristotle translates this quotes that organization should provide an environment that is conducive to human growth and fulfillment. So paano natin masasabing growth conducive to human growth and fulfillment? By means of giving them rewards. Okay. Growth by means of the trainings. Okay? Trainings and development. Diba? Yon. By means of that, and a sense of belongingness in terms of in terms of the organization. Kasi pag belong ang isang tag dito, ang isang empleyado, they will feel uh, the company as a family. Okay? And by means of the rewards, kailangan ibigay din natin yung rewards in accordance with their contributions. Okay, that is Aristotle. Kasi, bakit? The whole aim and end of human existence. Kasi mayroon din namang pangangailangan yung bawat empleyado. Morally, no? Yan, morally. Okay, Confucius. We have Confucius. According to Confucius, leaders embrace and practice values, and these values influence their corporate cultures. So kung ano yung pinag-ugatan, no? Kung ano yung kultura na pinagsimulan ng leaders, iyon ay ang kultura na ipapractice o mapapractice sa loob ng organization. Okay. So, itong kultura na ito, so it depends upon the leaders. Kung gusto niya na maging maayos sa takbo, na merong values, magandang values, ang bawat bawat empleyado, let's say honesty. Ayan. So ayan, kung talagang ang honesty, integrity, or let's say excellence, yan. Iyan talaga ay pinapractice, or let's say iyon na talaga ang naging kultura sa loob ng organization. Habang nandoon ang leader na yon, mapapractice yan. Bakit? Kasi meron ding times na ang kultura ay nagbabago. Kung ang leader ay dito, let's say may pagbabago in terms of management, nagbago ng presidente o nagbago ng leader o appointed na leader. So kung ano yung kultura na gusto niyang i-imbibe doon sa loob ng organization, pwedeng magbago yan. No? It depends upon. Kung ang kultura na dito na ibinigay o in-exercise ng previous na leader ay nakaugat na talaga doon sa organization, mahirap na baguhin yun. Kaya dapat bago kumbaga para maging what you call that, yung isang organization, no? Bago makapag-ano ka ng isang business, no? o makapag-run o makapag-operate ng isang business, kailangan ang kultura na i-imbibe mo sa loob ng organization ay yung kultura talaga na nakaiga-igayas para sa lahat. Okay. Kasi pag ang kultura na yan ay ang bawat isa, no, pinapractice nila, no, iisa lang ang direction nila. Mahirap din kasi we all know that nanggaling tayo sa iba't ibang, kumbaga, what you call that, yung tayo ay pinalaki sa iba't ibang mga sitwasyon, no? Iba-iba yung ating nakakasalamuha. So, iba-iba yung ating pananaw, iba-iba ang ating mga beliefs. Pero pagdating sa loob ng organization, although kahit iba-iba yung ating pananaw, prinsipyo, o whatsoever, pero pag nandun tayo sa loob at iiyon ang kultura na ine-exercise o naging sistema na siya, o kultura na nga ng isang organization, iisa lang ang direction. Okay, yan. So, leaders embrace and practice values. And these values influence their corporate cultures. Okay, so yan. So, yung values na yun, honesty, trustworthy, dapat yun ay ma-invite na talaga sa mga nasa sa loob ng organization. Okay? Para iyon ay maging dito, kasi pag yun ay mai-influence ang bawat isa at sa susunod pang mga henerasyon, no? Iyon ay magiging kultura na talaga ng organization. Leaders have high integrity. No self-interest or personal gain. Yan. Leaders, tayo, kumbaga, pag sinabi nating leaders, are the model. No? Iyon ay tinitingnan o tinitingala ng bawat isa. No? Kailangan, kung ikaw ay maging leader man ng isang organization, so, maging dedicated ka, committed ka, kung ano man ang iyong roles and responsibilities in terms of the goals, mission, and vision of the company. At committed ka sa kumpanya na kung saan ka. No? Paano ka magiging committed? Kasi pagiging committed, yung walang halong personal interest or personal gain. Meron kasi minsan na meron tinatawag tayong conflict of interest. No? Ikaw ay nag-iempleyado doon, at the same time, meron ka ding iba na pinagkakaabalhan na pwedeng magka-conflict din doon sa organization na iyong kinabibilangan. O kaya naman, meron din naman na in terms of sa loob ng ng company, no? By personal gain. Merong project, may project kang may project, pero yung project na yon ay mag-gain ka doon. No. No? So, kailangan ang ating bawat gawa sa ating organization, kailangan ay para sa lahat at para doon sa mismong organization. No? Para sa ikabubuti at ikauunlad ng ating organization. So we have here by Immanuel Kant, which is act only according to that maxim, by which you can at the same time will that it should become a universal law. Okay. So if we say act according to the maxim, in the real world, nothing is clear-cut. Since Scott's duty-based theories can be considered as an absolutist or by means of parang authoritarian, no? Parang dictator, there should be no exceptions to any given rules. Many business organizations will often renegotiate contracts due to many factors such as economic change. So paano natin masasabi na ang action is ethical? So deontology in effect says that the only way to measure whether an action is ethical is to ask whether we could be willing to live in a world where everyone routinely did the same thing. If our actions would be acceptable to us as a universal law, then they are correct and ethical, no? So kaya kasi minsan nababali natin yung tag dito yung principle no? Na kung saan minsan in some situations nagiging unethical tayo. Pero kung ang pananaw natin ay sa the same time will that it should become a universal law. Pero kung sa pananaw natin ay itong sitwasyon nito ang gagawin natin is unethical, no? It is unethical, no? So pero kasi kaya nga sinasabi natin na ang ethics is it depends upon minsan ako kung ano ang right sa akin, yun ay wrong sa'yo. Ang wrong sa'yo ay right sa akin. So kung para sa'yo, iyon ay labag para sa'yo, sa kalooban mo, so it is unethical. Okay? Yan. Act only according to that maxim by which you can at the same time will that it should become a universal law. Okay. So let's have a quiz. Okay. So, naiintindihan ba? We have, sino-sino nga yung mga philosophers na yon? We have Confucius, we have Aristotle, we have Immanuel Kant, we have Plato. Okay? Okay, let's have a quiz. Okay, so happiness is the meaning and the purpose of life, the whole aim and end of human existence. Is it Aristotle, who is kanino philosophy yan? Aristotle, Plato, Confucius, or Socrates? Okay. So, ano ang tamang sagot? Okay. So, ang tamang sagot ay Aristotle. It's letter A. Okay. Next tayo. Good morning from Isel. Ayan. Good morning. So, next question tayo. Ayan, very good. Si Aristotle from Janice. Janice, no? Janice. Ayan. Tamang sagot. Okay, very good. Next tayo. Leaders have high integrity, no self-interest or personal gain. So what is the correct answer? Okay. Aristotle, Plato, Socrates, Confucius. Sino kaya? Leaders have high integrity, no self-interest or personal gain. Sino kaya ang nagsabi niyan? Ano kayang philosophy yan? Okay. So, the answer is Confucius. Okay. Yan. So, kay Confucius yan. Okay. Next tayo. Okay. So, the unexamined life is not worth living. Aristotle, Socrates, Confucius, or Immanuel Kant? Sino kaya? Kanino kayang philosophy yan? The unexamined life is not worth living. Aristotle, Socrates, Confucius, or Immanuel Kant? Okay, the correct answer is Socrates. Okay. Yan. Next tayo. Act only according to that maxim, by which you can at the same time will that should become a universal law. Okay. Is it Aristotle, Plato, Socrates, or Immanuel Kant? So what is the correct answer? Okay. So the correct answer is Immanuel Kant. Ayan. Yan. So next tayo. Good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws. Okay. Is it Aristotle, Plato, Confucius, or Socrates? Ayan, gagaling naman ang ating mga mag-aaral. Ayan. Okay, so the correct answer for this is Plato. Okay. Ayan, nagagaling ng ating mga mag-aaral. Okay. So, shout out tayo ulit. Okay, kay Janice. Very good talaga si Janice, no? At maraming salamat din sa mga nanonood ngayon. Parents, students, and as well fellow educators from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Maraming salamat. So, shout out din sa SDO Marikina, especially to Santa Elena High School, and to my very supportive principal, Dr. Jeffrey Trinidad. Okay, maraming salamat sa inyo. Once again, I will see you next week. Every Business Friday, no? Ang ating ETUlay online Edtech ETUlay online tutorial, which is business ethics. This is your tutor, Sheila. Okay, see you again next week.
Sigurado ako na marami ka na namang natutuhan sa ating ETUlay tutorial session ngayong araw. Tandaan, ito ay hindi lamang para sa ating mga mag-aaral, kundi pati rin sa ating mga minamahal na guro at mga magulang na kaagapay natin para maituloy ang pagkatuto sa kabila ng nararanasang pandemya. Patuloy ding sumubaybay sa DepEd TV para sa mga araling ginawang video episodes. Mapapanood ito mula Lunes hanggang Sabado, alas 7 ng umaga hanggang alas 7 ng gabi sa inyong mga telebisyon. Abangan sa Lunes mula 1:00 ng tanghali ang iba pang aralin sa ating ETUlay free online tutorial session sa Science. I-like and subscribe at manatiling nakasubaybay sa ating ETUlay tutorial session sa DepEd Edtech Unit FB page at Educational Technology Unit channel sa YouTube at sa DepEd Tayo at DepEd Philippines social media accounts. Paalam!